Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mayhem on Mandril, Season 4, Episode 23. We left off with a dramatic exit from the ball. Rainey went to pick up Cagliari, and messages were sent to Sable and Cagliari, instructing them to do something. The message was, grab our things and meet us somewhere else. We need to leave immediately. Rainey responded, went to go retrieve Cagliari from Wilkinsboro. Sable gathered what little resources were left at the Debellums, but a rendezvous has not been set, and currently the carriage driver driving the carriage that contains Grager, Norton Antivirus, and Abel Barakat is making its way off of the Royal Promenade. What are we to do? It is Friday, September 24th at 11 p.m. What do we got going on?
Cart ride.
Okay, great. Well, where are Rainey and Cagliari currently?
I don't know. They're just laying low somewhere.
Where is somewhere? Pick a place. You were picked up from Wilkinsboro. Where are you going?
I don't know. Rainey would probably know somewhere to go, but I don't.
Okay, cool. Let me
I don't know.
consider this
You
information.
you listed like all the districts once, and I didn't write them down.
You know, that's not a problem. All you gotta do is you already gave me the information that I need. All right, I'ma say you got some good options that are closer to Manor Hill, but farther away from Wilkinsboro and not leaving any of the city gates, because leaving any of the city gates might be a bad idea right now, because now the city watch is on high freaking alert and nobody is getting in or out of the main gates without getting heavily inspected, likely using magical means. So, if you want a place to lay low, two good options that are right next to each other are the Steps and Bronze Hill, which is a district with a lot of Dragonborn. The Steps doesn't really have a ton of accommodation, but much like Wilkinsboro, they have somewhat of a nightlife in the courtyard north of King Street and south of the Steps, Step Street. And Bronze Hill is a little bit more open. It is, it's on a hill, so at some point when you're deep in the valley, there's a popular tavern that's there that may or may not be named according to a document that I don't have open right now. Let me find that out. Either of those districts would be good spots. Gold Quarter's off limit, Scarlet Quarter's off limit. You're obviously not going up to Academy Hill. If you go too far south, honestly, you guys are just going to stick out a little bit because it's an elven district. Unless you want to go to church, you can go to church. That would always be acceptable. But other than that, you're in a district with a bunch of small workshops, a small population of gnomes, dwarves, and other tinkerers, the elven district, and then pretty much just poor people. So you got two picks.
I'll go to the place where there's the nightlife. You said
the Steps.
The Steps.
Okay. Well, the good news is, even if you change your mind or things go south, it's literally a 5-minute walk to the next district. So you have options. All right. Let me check one thing. Okay, yeah, it's just called Bronze Hill Tavern. Well, there we go. Easy peasy. The Steps has two notable locations contained within the courtyard, which you are heading towards. The Stone Steps Brewery, which doesn't actually have a ton of seating, but is always popping, and actually rather expensive for the district that it's in, but extremely high quality. And a few doors down is the First Church of the Dragon, which is an original temple made to Bahamut and enshrined to Licinius and Aurelius, the progenitors of the, we'll say, the golden era of Lucine. So, a very important street. So you're making your way there to blend in with the festivities, have a good time, or just stay out of trouble?
Yeah, I'm just gonna blend in.
Okay, cool. As you make your way to King Street, it's a little quieter than usual, at least we'll say, than Rainey has recently seen. There aren't any performers out tonight. Apparently, there's a performance going on in Lumen Alley, but Lumen Alley is shockingly outside of the gates, and you're not going to be able to get there anyway easily. So King Street's a little empty. There are a couple of people playing cards, some people playing dragon chess in the park. But Other than that, it's relatively quiet.
I have a question.
Yes.
Based on my knowledge of Lucine, based on where the Bellums are, and based on where I think I had a clue of where Cagliari was going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that she's gone elsewhere, but where would be like a central place between those, a central point between those three places?
Funny enough, the steps. Honestly, or Church Street. Dragon's Roost is all the way northeast. Manor Hill is all the way northwest, and you were just straight north in the middle of them. But the midpoint between the other two locations, the Manor and Dragon Roost, is going to be somewhere around the steps or Church Street. At least
Okay.
places that you could hang around. I mean, there is the People's Square, which you would think people hang out there, but they don't. It's governmental buildings. It's very rare that you see people lingering outside the courthouse and the old Church of the Dragon.
So as we're driving, I would probably use the notebook this time and write to one person from each of those to tell them we're going to meet up at Church Street.
Okay. Understood.
All right.
All right. There is an issue with that from Sable's end, but I don't know when and how he would communicate that to you, because I'm just assuming that Brendan is pretty much dead as of now. Poor guy. Rest in peace.
He does not. He's not have access to internet.
He doesn't have access to internet at all, or not good enough internet?
At all? Question mark.
Yeah, because he's just at the school, right?
No.
He's at his grandparents, I think.
Oh, okay, alright, I see. Well, unfortunate. Do I have sending as Sable? I could have sworn that I did, but let's find out. I do. So, at some point, while you make your way to Church Street, are you telling the driver to get you there?
I'm going to tell him to get us within range of there, and then I'm going to tell Roger and Antivirus that I guess I should just say it. I don't want the Debellums implicated. How about we knock out the drivers and take their carriage?
Ooh.
That way, they can claim they didn't know we were impersonating them. We could have cast magic on them or something.
Huh.
You can just actually cast magic on them. If anybody has a sleep spell, then that would be a good time to use that.
I think we got a sleep spell.
I don't know. I don't know if you carry useful
Any of us
spells
can
or
cast sleep spell.
not. I don't know.
All right, I do have it, but I just don't know how strong these people are, and it would be a waste.
I
Well,
got 2 spells. I used them both. So
all you got to do is roll insight to see what type of constitution your driver's rocking.
Actually, no, it would take me 10 minutes to cast it. Nah.
It would take you 10 minutes to cast Sleep Beyond Life as a ritual?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there goes that. Alright, well, you are in the most, we'll say, time-sensitive position, carriage people, which is, John, and Nick. So, what is the plan, then? You're currently making your way, off of Gate Road, beginning to wind down the, Academy Hill, past the Wizard's Tower.
Can I tell Roger to, get ready to go to the front?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
And then I'm going to use telekinetic to lift them off
Oh, boy.
the carriage.
Oh, boy.
I just need Roger ready to take the reins.
Oh, boy. Okay.
oh yeah, because I'm proficient with land vehicles.
He is proficient, and
He is proficient in land vehicles. It's true.
also he's probably the most dexterous of all of us. So
Okay. All right. So he's gonna
I
have
hope.
to. I think that's true. You said you're gonna use telekinetic on them. All right. I don't recall how that works whatsoever.
they have to make a strength saving throw against my
Okay.
DC.
Cool.
Why can I not roll
Are
dice
you
on the character
yoinking
sheets?
them off at the same time or one at a time?
I'll do one at a time.
All right. They're going to make a strength save. Garage, I need an acrobatics check because you need to shift from the back, shimmy your way along the side, and then yoink into the driver's seat. First strength check fell off the table. It's a fail.
Gonna leave the lid.
All right, what did you get?
17.
17? Okay, cool. Driver number 1 is yoinked and I guess deposited, gently onto the road?
Yeah,
Or-
I'm not trying to hurt him
Yeah.
badly, but not like. Yeah, it's fine.
Understood. All right. He is yoinked gently on the road. He goes, "Roar!" And he sort of tumbles back. The other driver goes, "What?" Roger yoinks his way to the front. The other driver is about to scream and
Ooh, a quarter.
is low on initiative. So why don't you roll initiative for me, just in case. You're unlikely to roll lower than him, but
You don't know my initiative, but okay.
I don't know.
You don't know me.
Yeah, you're
14.
fine. Yeah, okay. You yoink him off, and he just so happens to scream as you yoink him, so it's a little less awkward than him screaming for help. You kind of interrupt him before he's able to process the situation. Grouger, roll animal handling, please. With advantage, did your... No, is it with advantage? Nah.
He just adds his proficiency
Nah, you're
bonus
fine.
it one more time.
Okay, cool. Well, the DC was 15. You're fine. All right, you are now solidly in control of the carriage. The driver's going, wait, who did, help? The road is mostly empty because it is the gate road. However, it's very likely that guards saw that, which in your case may be beneficial. Now, what are we doing? Carriage is moving, but not
And I'm
particularly
gonna
quickly.
kind of try to direct him where we're going. I am going to change my disguise as well.
Of course, of course.
I'm going to make myself look like. Were there any?
Richards.
I was going to say, were there any like known criminals in my time when I was younger?
Oh my gosh.
Ray Fox.
He's gonna turn into Robin
That
Ray
was
Hood.
15 years ago.
Well, I'll just try to make a close approximation to someone I'd seen who was literally who had wanted posters somewhere.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Tom Cruise is in your
Cagliari.
So you're
That'd be funny.
you're pulling from
I thought about it.
pulling
I
from
thought about
the-
Cagliari.
from the
Don't get me
deep
more in trouble.
recesses. Okay. Cool.
It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to make an estimation of someone who, like, if in passing you saw, is like, is that?
Can you make yourself
No.
Can you make yourself a dwarf?
Yeah, I can have the same set of limbs and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you turn yourself into a gray-bearded dwarf that you recall with a scar over his eye. Name? No clue, but you remember seeing his poster and being
Who's Cuomo?
a little scared. Calm down. A little scared of him as a kid. That's all you have to your recollection. Also, to direct Garager, you can't really do that from within the carriage unless maybe you're using message. Because, I mean, there's a wall between you. You're in a fully enclosed carriage and the driver's seat is isolated.
Oh, can I not like stick my head out and be like, go this
You
way?
can stick your head out of the left or the
Yeah.
right doors. It won't,
Yeah, I'll
it won't
do
be
that.
subtle, but it'll be effective.
I'll do that, but I can cast message, but I don't think will I be able to see if I don't stick my head out?
No.
Yes, I still have to stick my head out.
Okay. Very well.
So, but I will cast message though.
Okay, cool. So you're just sticking your head out but casting message so you're not shouting along the streets.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. And you're making your way to Church Street, yes?
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, Roger, there's two ways to Church Street. You can go left, you can go right. If you go left, you're going... Okay, well, he's going left, in which case, this is a right... You mean your left, right? This way? I'm just going to assume you mean your left. I don't even know if you can look at the map right now.
I can.
Okay. You mean your left?
Sure.
Okay, great. Taking your left, you pass the last buildings on Academy Hill and make your way down to more of a typical residential area, we'll say, with a few Parisian-style 3-story high-rises. I don't know if they're really high-rises, but apartments. making the slope down Market Square. This street is a little busier. You're not exactly suspicious yet. People are making their way for you because, of course, the heraldry along this wagon is Debellum heraldry. But the street is crowded. You're not trying to go particularly fast, correct?
Yes.
Or are you? Okay, normal pace. Got it. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Roll for me a performance check to act natural.
Oh, I'm pretty good at. I thought performance started with a P. I mean,
Well,
I.
What's
14.
your... Okay, cool. 14. Okay, alright. You're avoiding most suspicion as you make your way down, but you quickly are aware that you are not wearing the correct clothes for this. You don't have gloves either, I don't think, do you? Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't have gloves. So, you look a little strange, but your projected confidence is enough to throw off anyone who would question you. You eventually take a right onto Church Street. Where specifically on Church Street are you guys going to meet, or did you specify? Because Church Street is, one, a district, but two, the street that all of the churches are on to the north.
Is there a temple to Bahamut?
No, these are newer. The the Bahamut thing. What is it called? Old Dragon
said it was like-
Cathedral is in behind People's Square, which is the second oldest church to Bahamut. The first oldest being the little chapel that has not been demolished in the steps due to its significance. But this is Sable's territory. Because on Church Street, as well as a few other specklings of small temples and gardens to other religions, are the three main buildings belonging to followers of Savras, the Church of the Knowing, the Church of the Knowing Orphanage, and the Ambrose Apothecary.
Yeah, let's go to Sable's church.
Okay, you make your way down to the Church of the Knowing. There is no giant Walmart-style parking lot because this is not a mega church, nor any modern Protestant church. So what are you doing with the carriage? Because, I mean, you can get to the front door, but then what?
Is there an alley?
There are alleys, yes. Behind the church, I mean, it's a little uncouth to park on church property. There's a wall there, but
No, I'm thinking we jump out and let the carriage keep going.
into the alley. Okay, bold. There is a small alley between Ambrose Apothecary and the church, or between the orphanage and the other buildings that are not the Church of the Knowing, and it would be a short walk to the church from there.
I will look at DeLorean and ask him where he thinks we should go for best. What's best?
Oh, you're the guy.
What were the options?
There's a few alleys. There's one between the apothecary and the back of the church, and there's another one between the orphanage and some of the other buildings along Church Street you'd have to turn onto.
Probably not right next to.
So the alley with the orphanage.
Yeah, what up?
Okay. And y'all are ditching the carriage while it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna kill these horses.
Grouger, animal handling, antivirus, and the dwarf, acrobatics. Or athletics. Your poison.
Could I have removed
Oh,
the guard
Yeah.
uniform?
I don't know what you would have under that, but, I'm guessing you would
Nothing
somewhat
at
look
all.
like you. Or no, I think they had put makeup on you. Even under the mask. So you just look like
That's
a
what the mask is.
you just look like a guy. Your eyes, however, are
Shut
still
up.
glowing.
Do you want me to roll acrobatics?
Yes, or athletics.
He got 11.
Wow, incredible. All right, Malachi.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I was contemplating doing something, so I think I will. Can I try to grab DeLorean before he fully like jumps, and I'm gonna use Dimension Door.
Wow, that's so extra. Okay. Yeah.
Well, Misty Step can't take a person,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
unfortunately.
I understand.
Listen, God forbid I take 10
Alright.
damage mashing my face on the sidewalk.
Oh, it wouldn't be 10 damage,
Hey,
but
the guy.
I would have you slam your knee into the ground, and I was going to give you like a -10 to your movement speed for the next 20 minutes of real life.
Oh, that's how it works?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a really long debuff for some reason.
I was just concerned that people would hear.
Okay. Well, they definitely would have heard a man hit his knee on the pavement, and then he would have to make a probably a
try the next
Constitution
6
save to
months.
not scream in pain. So
Let's
sure.
do the Family Guy. Ah! For like 5 minutes.
All right. Are you dimension dooring anywhere in particular, or just wherever you can get out of range of the cart safely? Doesn't really matter. I'm presuming. You don't care particularly where you're dimension dooring, just elsewhere in the alley.
Just into the alley, really. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say you're dimension dooring behind where the cart is currently self-propelling, we shall say. You dimension door, stopping Thorin from banging his kneecap, which he was bracing for. And Grodger, with your animal handling, you just managed to slink off relatively easily after... I'm not gonna make you roll acrobatics, you're fine. You just sort of like brace yourself against the wall, slide down, and catch yourself before slinking back to
And then
the
watch
others.
the horses explode.
Yes, both of them. I think I've been treating these as the horse. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. The horses are yonder. You guys are now in an alley. You haven't drawn too much attention to yourselves yet, but that's a little weird. Move quickly. What are you doing? Into the church?
I rolled a hide.
You roll to hide. Well, you can do that. You are in a dark alley at night between two rather large buildings, so people are not easily going to be able to see you. So, I mean, you can go ahead and do that. All right, well, Grodger's...
All right, I did it.
All right, Thorin and Malachi, as you look around, you have no idea where Grodger is. He's gone.
What's in the alley?
What's in the alley? Not a whole lot. It's a cobblestone path. It's relatively thin. It thins further out. There's a wall with no windows on the orphanage, and same with the other buildings. There's a few offshoots to this alley that are far thinner, but it seems to be people's yards is a strong word due to their size and the lack of grass, but people's private property. Very little of note, other than a little bit of trash. Some old rags on the ground. Broken bits of glass.
There are no barrels or crates in this alley?
No.
Okay.
This is a through alley. It is kind of a road.
Okay. I'll say we should go into the church.
Alright. You don't know where Grouger is, though, so...
Well, we could roll to figure it out.
Technically, yes.
I was gonna point in some direction.
And just message
I'm sure
and
he's
hope.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm probably louder now, by the way.
Yeah,
You
I think
are?
so. Okay. Well, the two of you head into the church then, theoretically.
Yes.
Okay. You make your way down the road. Are you
I'm watching them do this.
Okay. Are you staying off the main road and like as much as possible, or?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I think you'll have to. This will be awkward. There's not a great way to subtly walk into the church. You pretty much have to go in front of the main entrance of the orphanage or cut through the backyard of the orphanage by the apothecary, which is on Church Street. The other way in front of the orphanage isn't a main part of the road. It's an offshoot of... I don't remember what this road is called. The north-south road here. But, I mean, it still draws attention because you're walking in front of the orphanage's main entrance. Do what you will.
I'm having trouble visualizing what the options were.
You see this big church?
Mhm.
And you see this little orphanage? You
Right.
guys are here behind the orphanage, right along this wall. Okay? You can go this way to the back of the orphanage, but then you're going onto Church Street, the main road, Or you can go behind the orphanage where the main entrance is, and you're not on the main north to south road, but you're walking literally right in front of the entrance of the orphanage. So, neither are the
It's
most
late.
subtle.
That should be fine.
The door is on the other side of this wall right here. So, okay, walking in front of the orphanage.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way around. A strange-looking dwarf and an even stranger-looking human with glowing eyes. You're not wearing the blindfold, are you?
Nah, that'd be weird.
Okay, weirder than glowing eyes.
Glowing eyes are normal.
It's kind of hard to pick a weirder one. Okay,
Actually, yeah, I'll put the blindfold on.
very well. All right,
I'll change my disguise as I go in, I guess.
2.
The common man.
Right, of course. Which
So he's
is
a hobo.
just like a guy in like leathers and like generically white, not like pale, a little swarthy with facial hair type deal.
Mm-hmm. And I'll pull my cloak over so it's like a hood.
Of course, the commoner's hood. All right. Well, as you enter the church, Mr. Commoner, and Grouger is stalking you somehow. I don't know. He's probably invisible, climbing on. I'm not worried. You can just tell me what you're gonna do. I'm just assuming that you're lurking in it. Literally, barely anybody has the ability to perceive you with a stealth of 27 that is in this area. So you know, you're just somewhere witnessing this. As you enter the church, you receive a message, a sending from Sable, who says, "Yeah, bad news, boss. Area locked down. All of East Lucine. Can't really get in, meaning I can't get to Church Street. DeBellum's house is
outside.
cleared out, though. He was already back at the mansion because he didn't have to go retrieve Cagliari. So he did his
we can
little,
just leave him.
he did his little stint. I mean, he'll survive. He'll find a way. There's
I
plenty of
just was
places.
concerned about stuff that we left there.
Yeah, which he's saying that he's retrieved everything because you guys didn't really set up shop there a whole lot. So,
How long does it take for you to teleport?
I can teleport like instantaneously, but I only have one for the day.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, if we go to the gate, we could, like, he could charge from one side, we could charge from the other, group hug in the middle, and teleport out. before they could stop us.
an interesting idea, but your characters
just
are
great.
not currently here. You were told to go to Church Street. You weren't told to go to the church, but...
Well, once we get there, I would give more specifics about where we are.
Okay, well, they're in the church, so you guys who've been lingering around in Church Street can head into the Church of the Knowing, I suppose.
Yay!
All right. Oh, you make your way into the entrance of the Church of the Knowing. Michael Guffey, what do you got for, like, big church-type ambience? Yeah, I've used this one before. Hit me with one of these, yeah. Welcome to the Church of the Knowing. You are now in Sable's territory, and he unfortunately cannot join you, due to the limited resources he has at his current location. This is a double entendre, you see. So, this
I'll get it.
is... I am joking that neither Sable nor Brendan has the resources to be here.
I don't get it.
I'll kill you. So, the Church of the Knowing is a rather grand building. It is one of the largest buildings in Lucine outside of the Academy itself. And of course, anything on the Royal Promenade. You enter from the, we'll say, north side of the building, bisecting the back and front half of the cathedral towards, I guess perhaps we will call the left, the front, the west end. Large sets of pews, a flowing, I think we'll say white and a sand green carpet, or excuse me, a golden and sand green carpet if I'm recalling my colors. Let me see if I can quickly find the files that reference the color schemes without spending 8 years going through documents. I may have to take 8 years going through documents. No, it is literally right here. Yeah. Let me just pop this in here, because you guys probably haven't seen this in a billion years. This is the iconography of Savras, the illuminated knowledge of the third eye. These colors run throughout the entire temple, golden highlights, while they may not actually be made of gold. This bold yellow often appears in the tapestries along the church's walls, and this symbol is everywhere, including in the various artistic tableaus strewn across the domed ceilings on either end of the cathedral. Towards the front, as I said, are pews and a rather large stage with a massive pipe organ, and towards the back is a balcony, and then the rear of the building seems to be administrative, or we'll say pastoral, as it is blocked off by large sets of two wooden doors on the left and right sides of the back of the room, right by the stairs to the upper balconies. The church is effectively empty at this time, but never fully empty, because this is a very large city. There are a few members of who we'll refer to as the public sitting in some of the pews, some in a circle. One appears to be talking to a member of the clergy as they have a discussion between sets of pews, with the clergyman facing the back of the room. He sees you enter, but he's not currently concerned as he is preoccupied with talking to what is presumably a family here in the church. Baloran and the commoner, this strange blind man, I don't know where Grouger is at this point. If you're going to walk into the building, the only... Well, honestly, you probably can walk in the building without being seen. Because, I mean, literally, if you slink in the door before they close it and just hide behind a pew... However long you want to keep the charade up, like I said, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to actually see you if you don't desire to be seen.
Just in case anything happens, I need to be separated.
I do understand, which means that you slink in the only door that you're aware of, but before being seen, you dip to the side. These guys technically aren't here yet. You dip to the side behind a rear set of pews, just sitting in the gap between a pew and the wall underneath a large stained glass window. It's not the best hiding spots, but given the low foot traffic and the angle at which people would have to see you, you're fairly well hidden considering. If you really wanted to get crazy with it, you could fully hide under a pew, if you so desire. The Lord and Malachi. You're kind of just in the middle of the church. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go and just kind of like sit there and, I will be like praying and stuff.
Yep.
Just to Bahamut, but I'll also acknowledge Favros.
Of course, yes. Just gonna... I don't know if I care enough to really decorate this. I'll like put in the floor for a sense of scale. It's probably like this wide. It's longer. Yeah, here we go. Let me get a little sand green carpet going in here. You have your doors. You have your main thingy. Is this even? I think that's even. I can't tell. Well, while we're here, we may as well install the pews, or they're just sitting here. I mean, why not? Get them installed. I'm gonna nuke Sable and replace him with a similar yellow dot called the Clergy Guy. Because Clergy Guy is currently here talking to nondescript people of nondescript characteristics. Grouger is hiding in a pew behind here. Dude, check this out. I can do this really cool thing where am I on the wrong? Yeah, I'm on the wrong layer type. That's why. Observe my powers. Be amazed. Yes.
You just copied and pasted.
Yep. Yeah, but I programmed that. So think about
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
And I programmed this.
Okay. Ignoring you.
Good.
Damn, they changed Keen Mind.
That's
That
kind of
was like one of
lame.
my favorite feats. Now you can take
Okay.
the study action as a bonus action. Get out of here.
That's so stupid. Kelly.
Any 2024 change?
Caleri and Rainey enter.
Yay.
You see a pale
I'm gonna
man.
be not next to this other weird guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sitting against the wall pretending I'm blind.
Of course. Like, where? Like by the entrance, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like sitting, kneeling against the wall.
All right.
There's two blind guys.
Very funny.
Two blind. It's me and him.
I'll drop a gold in his cup.
Incredible. Incredible. You know that means one of the clergy is gonna come from the back, right after Cagliari and Rainey enter, and like he doesn't see them after they make their way onto the main thing. He is focused on you, so he makes his way over. He enters your blind sight.
Is it either cold or raining outside?
It's a little colder. It is
Oh, perfect.
September, so it's not super cold. It's probably like
What direction's the wind coming from?
55
not cold
degrees.
enough.
The wind is coming from probably the west. Yeah. Lucine is not particularly windy. Nothing comes from the north because it's mountains. And not a whole lot comes from the east or west because mountains. But drafts are created in the sort of pocket between the east and west ridges, but it's most common then that wind comes from the south. But today it's a faint breeze from the west. And like I said, it's about 55 degrees out as it is late. The clergyman approaches you and says, "My good sir, are you in need of alms?"
Oh, I just needed to get out of the rain or out of the cold.
Yes, yes, winter is coming. Please, if you would like to sit, would you like me to give you my hand?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yes. Here.
I'll stand up and look blind.
Of course. Well, it's a convincing act because...
I will close my eyes.
Yeah. I don't think closing your eyes gets rid of blind sight, buddy. But, you know, I don't know if there's an off switch for that. You have top vision right now, so. All right. He says, "If you need anything, please let me know, but you are free to sit here and rest for now."
Thank you, kind sir.
Yes. May I help you? All right.
It's not.
He's talking to you, Cagliari.
You live there, buddy?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I thought he was still talking to Thor.
No, I specifically dragged his little guy over to you, and I'm now making you
Well-
do a coin toss to figure out which character you're gonna interact with.
Sorry, what was the question?
May I assist you?
No, that's all right. We're just trying to get it out of the cold.
Yes, understood.
Okay, that worked.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Just gonna lightly shove Rainey towards a pew and sit down.
All right. Like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, you're all gathered, somewhat.
Well,
In a way.
I think I know what Thaloran looks like. I think I've seen him out of his armor.
He is like flesh colored rather than pale blue, but you could probably recognize him by the blindfold.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Although with his back facing you, I don't know. Go ahead, roll perception. Why not? See if you can figure out who the people are.
Well, Cagliari has no clue.
Great. Take two.
15.
Okay. Rainey is pretty sure that the pale guy is the Lauren. Pretty
Right.
sure. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who can
Did they
know,
just like
really?
walk in?
Oh yeah.
Would I see them with like? Well, I don't even need like passive perception to see them.
I mean, not really. Unless you're a weirdo who doesn't crane his neck towards the door for a split second when someone walks in.
Not if you're praying really hard.
Well, maybe if you're praying really hard, you wouldn't. But you know that some people walked in, and you definitely would have heard the clergyman talk to Cagliari and heard her voice. I mean, that's a.
Then I
that's a
would
gimme.
I'd probably just cast message.
Yep. What the heck are they
Yo.
doing up there?
Oh no.
It's a religion. It's a dance. You wouldn't get it.
Uh-huh.
Blow them up with your mind.
I wish I had that power. But I wouldn't do it to them.
You do it to the reckless drivers.
I would the reckless drivers and Mitch McConnell. No one else. Just because I think it's funny. Alright. It's a joke, by the way. I have no strong feelings whatsoever about Mitch McConnell. In case the government's listening.
Or reckless drivers.
No, reckless drivers I will blow up with my mind. That one's real. Alright, so your casting message?
Yeah.
Ah. You gonna share with the class what the message is about?
I can't
Oh,
respond. I don't know.
I'll just tell them where we are.
I'm the weird guy right in front of you. That's the Lord over there. We don't know where Grudger is.
This is me, and Roger's somewhere around.
Incredible.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. What are we waiting for? What are we doing?
I don't know. This is your rendezvous.
That was me responding to the message.
Okay.
What are we waiting for? What are we doing?
I don't, I'm gonna send again. I don't want to leave any of our things behind, and Sable, it seems he's not able to get to us. They've locked down that part of Lucine.
They've locked down the part of Lucine that you're in, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
but nobody
that's
in
where
or
the
out.
murder occurred.
Well, listen. You don't have to say it with such like a capital M.
Murder.
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 Can he not turn invisible again?
Sable?
Yeah.
He can turn invisible?
No, not on his own.
Oh, Grudger turned invisible.
Bingo.
I only do that once a day.
There are other complications.
Wait, if he has my stuff, then he has a potion of invisibility.
He does.
I don't know. He's got like 5th level spells, doesn't he? Like he's like a full on
Yeah.
10th level
Cleric.
cleric.
Yeah, not infiltration though.
Well.
Also, the question
yeah.
is, does Sable want to get himself in trouble to get somewhere else? No. He's gonna say, I'm leaving, and he's gonna like go to a hotel.
Okay, then we'll fucking leave him.
Yeah.
No,
I just do whatever I think Brendan would do, and I think Brendan would say,
I just
no
know
way."
we have the bag of holding and everything, so I didn't take it. I don't want to leave without it.
Yeah, he has it. I'm sure you.
Brainy has it.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
also true. Rainey is the one.
Wait,
that
so
used
she
it.
has our stuff?
No, she has your bag of holding, which was used.
No,
in
well,
the-
most of my stuff would be with my bag of holding.
Well then, I think they.
Well,
might
they had
have
to use the bag of
they had
holding to put a
empty it.
person inside.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's probably enough space.
But there's a
What's-
lot of space.
What's more likely is that Sable took the
No,
bag
then
of
I ain't got no
holding.
stuff left.
Is it's most likely is that Sable took the bag of holding after the stunt was performed, went and collected all of the things, and left. As far as I know, you guys don't have that much stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't know what was in the bag of holding.
Who actually has
Yeah,
the bag of holding on their
I
character?
have it.
What's in it?
I don't know if there's anything in it.
My eldritch staff, my scimitar. No. I didn't take any of those into the thing.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So,
Yeah, no.
he's got it.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I feel like Rainy could have kept it.
I mean, he could
I did
have.
bring up the possible plan of having Cagliari slump into the bag, and that would be how I got her out, but didn't need to do that.
Yeah. Also, would you have taken any of the other stuff out to do that?
I don't know. It depends on how much room we needed.
I think there
there's-
would have been enough room to still have a
There's
person.
a weight limit. I don't know how much garage
All right,
weighs.
Rainey has the bag with Malachi's
Cool.
things in it for sake of
Yeah, then-
ease.
Yeah, then we're gone.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
he
my
all he
stuff?
needs is his things. He doesn't care if anybody else forgot a toothbrush.
My
Yeah, everybody
armor,
else-
my weapons.
I don't know.
Wait, you left them out there?
Oh, he doesn't have them on now.
I didn't bring him to the ball.
Oh my gosh. All right.
No, one thing I had.
All right. Okay. I could
Meanwhile, Grudger.
I
Huh?
I could teleport us to the Debellum house.
Ah, it's too dangerous.
Exactly. But he Sable wouldn't be walking with your armor, right? So we would still need to go get it.
Yeah, unless he had the bag of holding. But we didn't know. Okay,
My thought is, if we were giving the bag of holding to someone because we knew we'd have to make an escape at some point, we would have probably put all our stuff in there.
Malachi, make a wisdom saving throw.
we didn't know that this was going to happen.
And that one,
Incredible. All right. Well, there's good news and there's bad news. Which would you like first?
the bad news.
Somebody just tried to do something to you and it threw you for a loop and you're a little disoriented.
And the good news?
Whatever it was, it didn't work.
Didn't work.
It didn't work.
With the worst roll known to man.
Yep, because that's not what the roll was for.
Did we notice him getting a little weird?
I don't know. With a natural 1, he probably didn't hide it very well because there was a degree of psychic pain.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So they're not someone here because he doesn't look like himself. So they're doing something unless they can see through illusions.
A member of the clergy walks by, very suspicious.
Fascinating.
He makes his way down the aisle. This is the same one who helped Thaloran. He stops and recomposes himself and then says, "Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't ask your name."
Well, I look up
Your name, I am...
towards the voice.
My name is Matthew.
Oh, Pendleton.
Pendleton. Well, good Pendleton, there is some room in the almshouse, if you would be interested in spending the night there. They will have more comfortable accommodations for you than wooden pews.
Give me a few minutes to think about it.
Yes, all is well. No immediate rush. He's gonna roll insight on you. He's like sussing you out hard. And you can see it because you're not blind. But he is studying you. And
He's going through my toes. Oh, no, never mind.
after a little bit of time, he says, "You are a cleric."
I've dabbled, yeah.
Dabbled? How humble of you. But you do not serve the knowing.
No, I don't.
Not that this is an issue. May I ask whom you serve?
What I know, like gods that clerics would worship.
That aren't the real answer?
Yeah. I guess there is just a normal answer I can give them.
Yeah.
What's it? Typhon, that's right.
Typhon, yeah.
Oh, Typhon.
Oh, interesting. Are you really blind?
Oh, I mean, mostly, but not all the way.
Roll deception?
Well, he can only see 60 feet out.
But oh.
Well, deception or persuasion, I guess.
I got a
Well,
nat
he got a
20
nat
for
20,
26.
doesn't matter. He goes, interesting. Are your eyes wounded beyond your own ability to heal them?
I raise the blindfold a little bit to show the weird glowing eyes.
Ah. And then
Magically, yes.
And then he like puts his hands on you and lets you know you can put it back on. It was interesting. I don't mean to pry into another man of the cloth's business, but you didn't just happen to attempt to cast a spell, did you?
What?
So you
I
did
haven't
not.
cast a spell in a long time, sir.
How long is a long time?
Jeez, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't do much magic at all anymore, man.
Hmm. Understood. Sorry to bother you. New information or not, the almshouse is still open. I will leave you to your prayers.
Thank you.
He goes back and he scans the room and he looks over the three individuals sitting on the pews. What does Cagliari currently look like?
She's just dressed up like a. I didn't actually come up with anything, but I guess someone that would have been believable as a street performer.
Okay.
And probably has like a hood up.
What about your legs?
Long skirt.
Long skirt, long enough that the skirt flows over even when you're sitting.
Well, I suppose not. I don't know.
These are very important questions. I'm sorry to spring them on you, but they're very, very important questions.
I think she would be conscious of the fact, and like have her legs together and kind of tucked under the pew a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so to clarify, you're in a big cloak dress with your hood up, sitting in the pews.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
cool.
I actually just used my harness divine power, which says I touch my holy symbol and utter a prayer. So I'm currently like.
Oh, you got more health?
Doing that.
Okay.
It's not for health, it's to get a spell slot back.
Oh, okay. So you're mid-prayer, vocally praying.
Under my breath, but yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And I have the that magic amulet, the amulet of the devout. That's what I'm
I vaguely
grabbing.
remember what that does.
It doesn't do anything special, it's a magic holy symbol, if that matters.
No,
for
not for
believability.
Not for this guy, no. It's outside of what I need, but thank you for the info. Okay. Well, that's weird. And you're sitting next to a blue-ish shiny dragonborn.
She has disguised self.
Okay, what does she look like?
She's just a different color dragonborn. I think it was bronze because that
would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. How would I? Okay. He just kind of looks for a few seconds and then walks to the back of the room.
I'm not like, I'm not the most believable person, but I don't think I'm so shifty that it's like.
No, that's not what this is
super
about.
obvious.
That's not what this is about at all.
Oh, okay.
No, completely different. All right. Anything else y'all doing? Or are we just waiting?
Don't know.
All right. Well, no, I'm only thinking about how to get the armor. That's it.
The armor?
I mean,
because we can fully leave. We can fully leave.
He does have dimension door. I don't know what the defense is.
500 feet though.
Yeah, that's like half a block. If he positions himself right.
I know.
He's burned all of his 4th level spell slots. He can't cast Dimension Door again.
He can upcast it to 5th level.
I don't know if that should be correct, but it's just not showing up here.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's true, because you can't upcast Misty Step.
Yes, you can.
Or I don't.
You can. Okay.
Rules is written as far as I understand.
Rules as written, you can cast with a higher level spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything special.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it only shows up if it like increases the range or
it changes something. Yeah.
Yeah, the damage or something
okay.
like that.
Well, then he could cast Dimension Door. What does he have that you need?
Thaloran's armor.
And weapons.
I mean, that's what he wanted to.
Everything I own.
Yeah, my wallet. It's
Okay.
got like $35. I kind of need that.
Okay. Well.
Indeed.
So if he makes his way here, I'm ready to take us once we're all together.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how I can make that happen.
And if he would risk it.
Yeah. The reality is, the thing that would be the easiest to do is to just walk up as a member of the Church of Sabras and say, I need to get to the church. Let me through, please. Because all of that is true.
Okay.
But he has to do it, obviously, as himself. No, not true. All right, I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All good. We're done.
I'm worried. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe. Oh, no.
I'm worried about it.
Oh, God. Okay. I need to make some rolls. Give me some time.
If we could have, like, yeah, no, I don't know.
Just give me a few rolls. A few little rolls, okay? I got this. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, great. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right, Malachi gets a message from Sable. Well, I'm through the gate, but they are 100% tailing me. So I can show up to the church, but there will be company.
Okay. All right. I can work with that. That I can work with. Is he about 10 minutes away?
Yeah, or less. Not that long of a walk.
Okay.
Well, yeah, let's say 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes, I guess, yeah. But I mean,
I'm
10
gonna
minutes is
move.
him being at the door.
No. I'm going to wait. I'm going to start ritual prepping wall of fire.
Whoa.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you have to like verbally start casting the ritual spell for
Pretty
that?
sure
That's why
he's gonna have to-
I'm going to settle. Can I settle spell that or no?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense.
Okay, so I'm going to settle spell that.
But,
But I'm going to move to the like I'm leaving.
Okay.
Gonna head back to the like to the front, near the front, the entrance to the church, not the front of the church.
Yeah. So, like, here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you attempting, what are you attempting to mask this as, or are you just subtle spelling it and hoping no one notices? Because I'll tell you right now, Matthew's going to notice you doing something.
I'm gonna say, like, do it like a draconic prayer.
Sir.
I would like you to roll performance. Oh boy, with advantage, because Matthew's attention is being taken away.
Sir.
Yes, Pendleton.
Can you bring me to the alms room, please?
Yes, it's just down the street, but I would be happy to accompany you there if you would just give me
14.
1 moment.
I'm fine.
I will be right back.
Where are you going?
Just a moment. He
Sir!
walks up to you. Dang. You rolled with advantage and you got a 14?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
My
Okay.
poop is on the
Oh,
floor.
the dice tell the story. He walks up to you with his arms crossed. Is your head down, or are you able to see him?
Is he with? I should probably sense him with my.
Oh, I mean, he's just walking towards you. You're gonna be able to
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 yeah,
May I ask what you are casting?
yeah. Protection spell of some sort.
Uh-huh. Roll deception.
I'm not lying.
I don't care.
You're not telling the whole truth either.
Well, I'm doing something to protect my friends.
You're
It's a
lying by
protection
you're doing
spell.
something that's offensive. So roll deception. It doesn't matter. You're concealing information. I'm not giving you a better modifier just because you think you can outsmart
I
the
got
system.
24.
Well, the good news is it didn't matter because that beats his 18. So he goes, this is a very high quantity of magically abled people in the building tonight. And none of you
Wait till he finds out
know
about
each
me.
other. What's your name, sir? Do you not
Ripar.
feel safe in these walls? What did you say your name was?
Ripar.
Drakkar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
What is Severus the god of?
knowledge?
Knowing. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay,
It's good that we all said that.
so Matthew says, and do you live here or are you traveling? I've never seen you within these walls.
I am a traveler and a servant of the Platinum Dragon.
Ah, I see. How find you then here instead of, say, the old Dragon Cathedral?
I'm trying to like subtly feel me like prepping it.
Uh-huh. And he's noticing that you're struggling with it while he's having a conversation with you.
And I said, we've
Crushing
traveled from
charcoal at a mortar pestle.
I've traveled from afar, and I found a temple, the closest temple.
Well, I'm sure you would feel more at home in the old Dragon Cathedral, devoted to Bahamut himself. Why don't
It
I
is
take
true.
you there?
I intend to go there soon.
Sir,
Very
where'd you
well.
go, sir?
I have duties to attend to. Walks back over and he says, yes, Pendleton, here, take my hand. My arm.
thank
right
you.
here, sir.
I believe my dear friend Sable should be here soon, but I'll go wait for him.
Sable. He looks at you weird. He goes, Sable as a surname?
I don't know. I just know him as Sable.
Dark, short brown hair, a light beard.
Like no
Is that
blind
what Sable
guy.
looks like? I don't know what Sable looks
That's
like.
what Sable looks like.
You're asking a blind guy what his friend looks like.
Yes, I am.
I don't know.
Right, of course. The poor vision. My
Never seen him, but I can
apologies.
feel his curves.
Well, let's get you to the almshouse then. Alright. He begins walking out. You are going to be going down the street now. Like, just by the orphanage, FYI. You good with this?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just means you're going to get deposited yonder. He walks you down the street. It's relatively quiet. As you're walking, he says, tell me, do you know anyone else in that building there tonight? Anyone that was there?
Well, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Roll deception.
Yeah. Deception. I got 21.
He nods. He says, very well, very well. Most interestingly colorful cast of characters seem to have simply stumbled into the church then.
Busy night.
Indeed. Leaves me a little concerned. Something is going on. Ensure that you stay safe, dear Pendleton. Well, here we are. Just a short walk. You will be received by Madame Bothway, and I will leave you in her care.
Thank you.
Indeed. Are you able to get through the door safe, or would you like me to walk you in the lobby? The knob is right here.
I feel for the knob.
Okay, and he pats you on the back and sends you on your way.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
While he's gone,
Door
Yep.
closes. Locks in.
are there other clergy?
There's one other guy who is still talking and praying over a family in the front, but no other clergy members have come and walked the aisles. Matthew has been pretty much patrolling ever since you got here.
Yeah, Kelly is gonna go sidle up to Malachi,
Okay.
and basically just say, maybe we should just go to, like, the Church of Bahamut and ask for, sanctuary. What's the term?
That would be the term. Are we able to leave? Considering the lockdown.
The church is within the lockdown area. You wouldn't
Yeah.
have to go through guard. It's
We
literally
would just go up a
north.
couple streets. We
Yep.
wouldn't have to leave the city.
Yep.
That's where the
The issue is going in and out of East Lucine, which is walled with guard checkpoints at the west, east, and south. So,
All right. I suppose we'll just have to let Sable know to meet us there. We have to be careful.
Yeah.
I can. We don't have enough. We don't have that much time. So you had said Sable was like 10 minutes away from where we were.
it's been almost 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it makes sense to like not
Well,
just
then-
wait.
I'll tell you exactly what's going to
Lauren-
happen.
Valoran is gonna have to run back here to teleport out with us.
Man wearing similar clothes to Matthew that you've seen Sable wear walks in before his face drops, and he suddenly turns into Sable. Casually walks by, gently dumps a bag of things on the floor, and then on the pew at the edge here, and then just walks away to the back of the church.
Is it the bag of holding, or is it just like a sack?
It is the bag. It's a sack.
Okay.
I guess if you took the bag from him, yeah, he only has
Well-
what he has.
If Rainey has the bag of holding, then she'll move to scoop up the stuff, unless
Yep.
there's a guy like coming through the door right as she moves.
Yep. Sable, are you messaging him as he goes through? Because he just dropped it and went. Although, let me check if he has message. You guys are all disguised, so unless he, well, granted, he has a passive insight of 22. But
He would have seen Rainey's disguise. He would know what she looks like.
right, okay, then perfect. Then he just drops it opposite of the pew of Rainey, gives her a look, and then keeps walking.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, easy peasy. All right, you scoop up the stuff, put it in the bag of holding, and just as you do, Matthew returns. And he makes his way back down the aisle. That's all.
Okay. So I'll just kind of gather everybody. Using message. Wait, I will be looking to see if there's anybody coming.
Through what?
So, I'm looking at the front door.
I mean, yeah, you'll hear it open, but you're not going to see these guys till
Oh.
they go through. But you will see
No,
them.
once he got in, that was my plan. Once he got in, I'm casting Wall of Fire.
Immediately?
Yes.
It has no effect.
On where outside?
Where are you? You haven't moved. You're casting Wall of Fire outside. Yeah, no, that it has no effect. The spell fails. Matthew whips around and scans the room. And immediately stares you down. And seconds later, after the spell fails, 2 members of the Lucinian Honor Guard walk in and began scanning the room.
Okay. Well,
After Matthew left me, could I have waited a couple minutes and wandered back over and then seen the honor guard as they walked in or before they walked in?
You would not see them walk in. They were very close
Okay.
behind Sable.
Do I see anything else out there, or just those two that went in?
No, you don't see anything out here. The streets are quiet for now.
I will bide my time.
If I see Matthew looking at me,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cast message at him and say, shoot, what's the name? What's the name of the 5?
What?
What's the name of the 5 gods? Like, what do they have together?
Oh,
I don't know why my
Protectorate?
brain is saying. Yes, I was going to say the Enterprise.
The Dominion.
The SS Enterprise.
No, I'm going to say, on behalf of the Protectorate, please keep this quiet.
What know you of the Protectorate, Drakkar? Or claim you to be a member?
As I've said before, I am on Bahamut's mission.
He raises an eyebrow and just sort of walks to the room. The honor guard hasn't done anything as of yet. One stays at the door, and the other begins walking. He passes you and passes Cagliari. And he stops at her and says, "You there, lower your hood."
Fuck.
Matthew
What do I do?
walks up and says, "Is there a problem, my lord?" And the honor guard says, "It depends. I asked this individual to lower their hood. We're on the hunt for an assassin, as well as another revolutionary that seemed to have made his way into the city." "Well, we have no such rabble in these halls, and I ask that you not bring any form of violence into this house. I would not dream of it, so long as the individual lowers her hood."
And I say, and I say, perhaps we don't do this on such hallowed ground. Perhaps you take this outside.
"We would be happy to take things outside." He immediately looks at another one of the honor guards and seems to be relaying a message, and that member dips out of the door.
Oh, shit.
As I see him dip out, does he like run off somewhere?
He immediately holds his post. He seems to make a group of hand signals in thieves' cant to someone outside of your line of sight, unless you roll perception. Maybe he'll be able to see.
Oh, perception. I got 21.
There's someone on a rooftop. They don't look like an honor guard, but they look like a relay of some point, and they receive that message and immediately begin casting a spell.
Is there a porch or doors that he's on that I can be away from his line of sight and like duck behind casually? Honestly, I might go. Maybe I can just like walk around the corner. Not the guy he's talking to, but this guy here.
Yes, the easiest thing. The orphanage is at a slight angle. Like the wall kind of follows like this. So if you kind of press yourself against the wall, again, because of how dark it is, I mean, it's unlikely that he'll see you. It won't be the greatest place to hide.
I'm gonna.
Or you could try to duck between the alley, but that's it.
I'll stay there. I'll cast Thaumaturgy on. Where am I directing this to? How does this work? Hold on. Just gotta look up Thaumaturgy. All right. I'm next to the orphanage, right?
Yep.
On the opposite side of the orphanage, I'm gonna manifest a huge explosion sound.
Oh dear God. Okay. Okay. It's initiative time. Everybody roll initiative. Because, I mean, that's going to set the ball rolling.
I healed Cagliari earlier, by the way.
Okay.
It's in the logs.
Oh my God.
15 health.
Understood.
I just freaking hate when this happens. My rolls are always just freaking cocked.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had one session where all I did when you asked me to roll was roll 1 and 2s, so...
I forgot how to roll initiative there.
Mm-hmm.
My brain broke. I didn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are we sitting at, people?
Okay, wait, quick question. So
Yeah.
from that, was I able to sense that I can't cast, like, damaging spells in here?
That would be a reasonable guess.
But I know I can cast message and stuff.
Yes.
You have been able to, yeah.
It seems
Okay.
that there is some kind of localized anti-magic that blacklists certain spells.
Blacklists or whitelists?
Blacklists. Well, actually, that's true. Whitelists, probably.
It's like spells like Vortex Warp probably
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't be whitelisted,
Yeah, correct.
even though it doesn't damage.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh.
What do we have for our initiative?
I got a 19.
19, 16, 9, 6, 9. Oh boy.
Dang, that sucks.
Who got the 9? Grouger? Malachi got the 6. Rainey also got a 9, right?
Yeah.
What did Cagliari get? 16?
16.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what is my special boy sitting at? Not you. You? Yeah, here he is. What are you sitting at, my boy? With your +4 to Dex. Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot they're kind of like good like that. Okay, so that puts him at 14. Okay. HG. Okay. Numero uno. Thalorin. Because we're kind of not in combat order yet. The honor guard immediately reacts to the explosion, looks back up to the rooftop, and just gestures with 2 fingers pointing that way. And the other guy immediately shifts the way that he's casting. And you witness something relatively horrifying. A portal begins to open beside you. Still opening, but it's growing in area. Somehow, the guy I don't think has seen you yet, but that depends on your stealth roll. Please roll stealth.
I don't disadvantage because I don't have my armor on.
That's true. You also kind of look somewhat pathetic.
I got an 11.
Wow. Okay, I mean, he sees you.
I'm going to continue looking pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... I'm not going to make you roll performance yet because, I mean, the dude just clocked you, but, I mean... The benefit of your disguise is you're just some blind guy going, "Whoa!" scared by a noise. You know what? No, roll performance. Roll performance for me. Let's get it out of the way. Do it.
I got 14.
All right. Wow. Hold
You're
on.
done.
Hold
You're dead.
on. Did
You're
he
dead.
just call your bluff just like that? Oh no. Insight is based on intelligence, wisdom. It's wisdom based. Whoa, he called your bluff, but you don't know that yet. You don't know that yet. It'll take some time for that to unfold. Portal is opening. Cagliari, nothing has happened yet, but this honor guard is getting very pissed off at you. Also, you just heard a massive explosion outside. The other honor guard diverts his head to look at it immediately.
That kind of, I was just gonna say that the hood is part of my religion.
Well, you can, or you can stay silent. There was an explosion.
But there was an explosion.
There was an explosion.
Makes it weird to now go, I can't do that. It's part of my religion. Just
Yeah.
having casual conversation.
I don't know.
I will probably be surprised by the explosion.
I think that's
honestly?
true. You don't need to perform for that because that just happened. You weren't involved in that whatsoever.
Just happened.
All right, well, the honor guard is immediately going to hold up a finger, make his way to the door, and creak it open to look. And that is his turn. Grouger, yes, anything
yeah.
else? What's up?
Does Hunter's Mark, can they tell I cast it on them? Oh, but it's probably going to be Blacklist.
my
Oh, do I know about the Blacklist, though?
Whitelist.
Oh, no, but I only have 1 spell slot left, so never mind. I'm not going to do that.
All right. Grouger, Rainey, Malachi, any actions to take?
I don't know what to do.
I'm going to, as an action, I'm going to write in my notebook
Uh-huh.
to Lauren that he needs to get together with us stat.
All right. I'm just gonna assume you write something like "get here now."
Do we know where Grudger is?
No.
No.
You rolled a 27 on stealth. So I mean, he's probably like, under the pew, suspended under it, so he's not even on the floor. He's just like
I got a hot
held in
dog.
space, yeah, eating a hot dog with one hand, supporting himself with the other hand, just chilling.
Am I able to
Man,
take
I don't
any
know
action
what
since
to
I was
do.
top initiative, or is that what happened at the beginning?
You are at the top of the initiative order, yeah. We're at the bottom now with Roger, Rainey, Malachi. If
kill
anyone
this
wants to do
guy?
anything. We're in like pseudo initiative right now.
I think Rainey would probably scoot down the pew towards Cagliari.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
All
I don't
right.
want to react too early, and then it turns out to be less of a big deal, and then
Oh,
Yeah.
Rainey has the earring to Grudger, so she'll send to him saying, "Hey, I don't know where you are. We're in the Church of Stavros, preparing to teleport out."
That's very funny. From a single pew back, Crusher receives that message. Matthew readies up and looks like he's about to
I'm
cast
in the church too.
some kind of spell, which is curious. But he just holds his action and waits. All right, portal got bigger. Portal's big now. It's real.
Would I know enough about magic to know if this portal counts as a magical effect?
It certainly looks like one.
I'm gonna try
Hey.
to spell magic on it.
By the way, were you
Uh-oh.
you were at the battle with the Lich, right?
Was I?
I think you
Yes.
were. You remember the portals that the skeletons came out of?
Hmm.
They're not identical.
Look like this.
They're not identical, but they certainly look a lot like that.
I'm gonna try and dispel magic on it.
Poof! The portal's gone. The honor guard immediately goes, "Hey!" and begins bull rushing you.
You're dead. But then
Full-
suddenly,
Full 60 feet of movement. Actually, no. 30 feet of movement. Plus. Okay. Well, that would be. That would be a response. Yeah, make a wisdom save.
As he runs, can I look at him and wave?
Oh, yeah.
I'm also gonna make the save.
Okay.
Unless he stops when I stop and wave at him.
Oh,
And shout
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
For him. Okay, I got an 18.
Wow. Okay. You beat the DC. It looks like he was trying to cast Hold Person through his sword, and it has no effect. So he stops when he's there. Yeah. That's it. That's his turn. The other honor guard holds and looks back into the room, bars the doors shut, and says, "No one is leaving this temple."
Are there any windows?
Oh yeah, stained glass.
Okay.
Either side. Okay. Initiative wise, we're at Cagliari. Technically, Cagliari is before the honor guard, but
oh my quarter.
yeah.
I'm
Uh-huh.
a bit low on resources.
This is
I'm
a
gonna-
true statement.
We spent a lot of time planning how to get in, but apparently we spent zero time planning how to get out.
Well, yeah, I mean
Mhm.
that's just true of this character in general. I'll just look at Matthew and say, "Hey, we're not gonna we just want to get out of here."
Don't know if that's possible anymore.
Well,
All right. Roger, Malachi, any actions?
Yeah. Having heard that, I'm gonna say it has to be possible. And so that one honor guard is still inside with us.
Oh yeah, and he just barred the doors behind him.
Okay. Can I go to a window?
Yeah, as soon as I figure out where the windows are in relation to this. Yeah, there's one, like, right behind you, close to where Roger is.
Okay.
but it's kind of high up. You can't, like, see out of it. It's extremely tall, stained glass. It's like 5 feet off the ground at the base. So, 5 feet off the floor, I should say. So, I guess you can kind of see out of it, but you can't really see down to the street. You can see some of the tops of buildings. Like the side of the orphanage. Are you going to the window?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's probably all you're going to be able to see.
There's not like a handhold, like, you know how they have like, there's not like a nook.
You could climb.
Is it?
You could climb onto the windowsill
Okay.
like a weirdo.
Screw it. I think I'm gonna tell everyone, like, we just gotta go through that window. Like, oh, shoot. I can't do damaging spells, is what I'm assuming. Can I clarify with him? With Matthew?
You kind of already used your 6 seconds to talk to people.
Okay.
So, next
Well.
round.
Okay.
Alright.
But I can't ask him as a bonus action? JK.
Yeah. No. Alright.
Bonus action, talking like, hey!
The Lauren's up.
Sir, please help. I'm scared.
Uh-huh.
Oof.
He watched you cast his spell magic.
There was this awful noise and light. I got rid of it, but what was that?
That's good.
I met a level
is
10 wizard
good.
on the road today.
Too bad he does not care.
Rude.
Alright, 60 feet. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me walk so much. Let's test out a little firebolt. Let's see if he gets hurt by firebolt. Does a 22 hit?
I have an AC of 12.
Oh, great, that's good. Okay, cool. Well, that's just gonna be one of these. Yeah. Okay, well, 2 fire damage. Do you seem... Okay, you look... Okay. Yeah, are you performing that you're extremely bothered by that?
Yeah.
I need you to roll another performance.
Brother, I got a 4.
Okay. He's not buying it. He bonus action Misty Step straight up to you. And is now within
Wow.
5 feet of you.
Rude.
Okay. Okay, ooh-ha. Alright, Cagliari.
Does this place have like a back door?
Not accessible to you.
What does that mean?
There are back doors that lead to other areas. They don't leave the building immediately.
Only the government uses those. Nobody else can use them.
I don't know what to. I don't want to just like kill this guy.
I'll figure it out.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Figure it out.
Anyway, I only. I'm just gonna move further into the room, probably over by Sable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Malachi, Grodry, Rainy. You're muted, buddy. I can only hear you through the echoes of the walls.
Here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
I want to jump up enough. I want to try to, like...
This is so suspicious.
I want to jump up enough that I can see the street. And I want to try and catch a look of DeLorean. Like, can I see him?
Oh my gosh. No. Can't see him.
If I... Can I see the street, though?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna Misty Step out.
Oh boy. Poof. He's in the street.
And then... Can I run towards DeLorean as quick as I can?
Uh-huh. 30 feet?
Not dashing.
Oh, you know
and
what?
I'm going
I'm
to.
on the wrong scale. Everything was busted. It's fine.
Okay, and then I'm going to hold my action. My action is I'm going to call out to him, and my action is I'm going to dimension door. As soon as he comes to me.
Can't do that because he's at the top of the initiative order. By the time it gets around to you, it's going to be a new round.
No. It just is. Is that if it comes back to my turn?
Yeah, but then you have no advantage because you can just cast Dimension Door on your next turn. This would only be advantageous if he was in the initiative order behind you, because you can't cast it on.
Okay.
You can't cast it on
Then
his
that's
turn
fine.
when he comes to you.
That's fine.
Because you have the lower initiative, so you can't sacrifice your thing down.
Hold the spell, but he already cast a spell this turn.
I did a bonus action spell.
Yeah.
I've been mostly ignoring that, but I don't know.
You can hold a spell and cast it as a reaction when it fulfills,
the criteria.
Well, then, okay, you could do that.
It's concentration, and if the criteria isn't met, you lose the spell slot.
Well, there's the ruling.
Nah, since it's going around to my turn order, then I'm just going to do a I'm just going to do a Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay.
I'm going to do that at the 3rd level. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
That's a failure.
Okay. So he takes 13 points. What level am I? He takes 21 points of cold damage.
Ow.
And he is now trapped in ice. His speed is reduced to 0. He has to take an action to free himself.
Very rude. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna kind of be like nodding towards Lauren, like, come here.
Okay. Well, no one else will do anything. It's the Lauren's turn.
I guess I'll come there.
Opportunity attack! Can I? You're not disengaging?
Nah.
Uh-oh. 21. Oh, yeah, your AC is 12. Keep thinking I'm gonna have a hard time. Alright, that's 14 damage.
Ow.
That's max damage. Alright. That's it, he can't move.
I'm gonna,
You make it to Drakkar.
yeah. And then I'm going to... Where is it? I'm going to bonus action... I haven't used an action, have I?
Another portal has begun to form.
Oh, has it?
Oh, yeah.
Dispel magic.
What's the range on that?
120 feet.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, bye-bye portal. You hear an audible, no, from the rooftops.
I'm gonna healing word myself too to get some health back.
Okay.
I get 10 health.
Okay. All right. This guy's stuck. He can't even like really turn around. Well, Misty Step, kablamo. And who do I like less? The Lauren. I attack the Lauren. So that's a 14, which hits. That's a nat 20, which is a crit. And that's a 13, which hits. So that's going to be 4d8 plus another 6 damage for each of those. But it's only 3 hits, so that's going to be whatever this is plus 18, which is going to be 9, 12, 16 plus 18, which is 34.
Ow.
34 slashing damage. All right, that's his turn. He just cuts you up with a longsword, something fierce. The other honor guard is holding the door and goes, "What the heck? Where did that guy just go? What? He's holding the door and scanning the room for additional threats. Cagliari.
I'll just hold my action to run to Malachi if he appears in the room.
Okay, Groger. Okay.
All right, I figured it out.
All right, yes.
I'm gonna stay hidden forever.
Got it. All right, Malachi.
He's shaking and sweating underneath that pew.
I'm
Second
going
hot dog.
to grab DeLorean and Dimension Door, and it's 500 feet. I don't need to see where I'm going. I'm aiming right back into the church.
Yep.
I'm aiming for. My plan is to be, because I kind of know where I'm going, the middle of all of everybody.
Yep. Couple ammo. You're in.
And then as a bonus action, oh gosh, I need a good something. Shoot, I was gonna try. Oh, as a bonus action, I'm gonna subtle spell hex that guy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to curse his. Am I cursing his?
Can I tell him what to use? Is that metagaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he not wearing earrings? He could tell me.
Well, he doesn't.
Subtle spell, like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, he's literally outside. Well, actually, no, he just came with you, but still.
Yeah.
Very disoriented.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Gosh, I want to say strength. I'm just gonna do it strength.
Okay. All right. Well, we're back to the top of the turn order with the Lauren. Oh yeah, you're here now. Hi.
Oh yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
So my stuff has been scooped up, right? It's not sitting on the pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rainey has
It's
it in the
scoop.
bag of holding.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'm going to.
Out.
I mean, this guy, the honor guard, just saw us up here, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's definitely going to be, at the very least, suspicious, if not outright hostile.
Oh, he's gonna be outright hostile. Oh wait. What level is it? I'm gonna try and cast Fast Friends on him.
Okay.
Does that? I don't know about the anti-magic thing, so does that work?
No. No charming.
Okay.
Love that for him.
Cool. I don't know what to do.
Well, I
I'm
don't
just gonna heal myself.
know. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe you start putting on your armor.
I don't know where it is.
True, he doesn't.
I don't know my armor's here. Yeah, just bonus action. Just heal
We
myself.
got your stuff.
I get 11 hit points.
All right, Cagliari.
I'll try hold person on that guy.
No.
Darn. Does it use a spell slot?
Yes.
Double darn.
Interesting.
Well,
You know who is gonna cast Hold Person? Matthew. Drakkar, Thaloran, Honor Guard. All make wisdom saves.
Oh Jesus.
plus 10 if you're within, or plus 4 if you're within 10 feet of me.
That would be +4 to Drakkar and Thaloran.
Oh, praise him.
Plus 10 if you're within 4 feet.
I
What
got
said
24 plus 4.
Okay. Cool.
I got 13.
Okay, great.
that? I got a 13.
Okay, great. Thaloran remains standing. On the other hand, the Honor Guard, Drakkar. Wait, Cagliari, did you roll? You didn't need to.
Yeah,
No,
13.
you don't need to roll. You're not being targeted.
Oh, do we need to target?
He targeted Drakkar, Thaloran, and the Honor Guard.
I see.
Sick.
So the Lauren is free. Drakkar and the honor guard are immediately hold person by Matthew, and he says, "There will be no violence within these walls."
I've done no violence. Just no violence.
Take this outside, or so help
I can't talk enough to explain myself. I've done no violence.
Take that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
All right. Back to the Lauren. Well, no, Grouger and Rainy and Mike. I guess Malachi can repeat a saving throw, I think.
Rainy, what is going on?
Well, is everyone okay in that space of time? Is everybody gathering up though?
Yes, please.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Rainy would
you
come over.
can.
Okay, and since he's close, I'm still gonna get the +4, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that puts me at a
20?
20. Yeah.
I'll do it.
And I'm going to let's say, I'm going to say to Matthew, thank you. We'll leave now.
He raises an
I
eyebrow.
leave Roger.
Where
And I
is
said,
Roger?
Bahamut, thanks. That's why I'm saying it loudly.
We don't know.
I'm like, we're leaving now. And I said,
Or-
Bahamut, thanks you.
I will shimmy under the pew towards the voice.
Okay. You're crawling your way there? Incredible.
I
Okay.
roll out of the pew.
And I'm using, as soon as everybody's gathered, I'm using the pendant.
To teleport where?
Back to base.
The teleport does not work.
Fuck! I was gonna ask him on.
You burn the spell slot, the pendant goes dim. You cannot teleport.
What? Well, we could dimension door.
I'm gonna reverse roll back.
I'm going to say, Matthew, what the hell?
You just made this really bad.
We're trying to leave.
It's kind of an issue. You dimension doored back in, which I technically can't stop. But
But
I
Missy
can
stepped
stop.
out.
I missed
Yeah.
you stepped out.
Yeah.
So I figured they're all teleportation spells. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I'm just gonna run for the back door.
Back door.
A side door that may or may not lead to a back door.
Okay. Yeah, there's two. There's one on the left and one on the right. Because what it actually is this. Oh gosh, that's the wrong layer. There's like a domey type thing that I.
It opens up to a wall. It was a prank.
Did we see like side doors when we were walking up?
You saw these. There's two doors on either side.
I meant from the outside.
No.
Damn it.
In which case, so there's no other way out?
You don't know. There's just two doors.
Alright, then I'm going to start heading towards the door.
I'll ask Matthew.
Because I still can use the pendant once today.
I'll ask him, how do we get out?
Well, you can use one plane shift and one teleport.
Yeah, so I can still use plane shift.
Yes. Okay. So what door are you going for, Cagliari?
I was just gonna run for a door, whichever is
Pretty
closest.
sure you're fast enough to get to either. So
Yeah, I can run like
yeah.
105.
You going to open it?
Sure.
Okay. You burst open the door, and it appears to be a study, a library, and other various facilities.
No door.
No.
I'll use the rest of my movement to head back.
That was what, like 50 feet of movement?
Okay.
Don't you have like 90 when you go full tilt?
105.
Okay, you can get to the other door.
So I'm going to ask...
I meant to head
sorry.
back to the group because
Oh.
I'm assuming if there's not a door
Okay,
in
I
one
see, I see.
thing.
I'm going to
Yeah.
ask Matthew, how can we leave? We don't wish to fight.
Can't answer that this initiative round.
I just hit the
But as a
gas.
bonus action, I'm going to
It's 6 seconds.
as a bonus action, I'm just gonna say, I don't want to do that. I feel like that's too dramatic. I'm just gonna shift into radiant form though.
Okay. Well. This is something. Alright, I mean, technically Thaloran's up.
Ugh. You know, today's a great day for healing myself.
Yeah, real. Okay, Cagliari.
Can I tell if is the honor guard still paralyzed? Can I tell?
Yeah, he hasn't gotten a chance to redo his save.
Then can I like run up and push him over or something, like grapple him?
Yes.
We're not here for violence. Kaylor
gosh.
bum rushes this
Okay,
guy.
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm trying to can I take his weapon?
Yeah.
I'll take his weapon. I have like a rope if I'm able to tie him up.
Sleight of hand, please.
Okay. That is a 22.
Okay, well, you very quickly tie him up within 6 seconds after dashing over and taking his sword. How horrifying. With Matthew immediately responds, What am I to do? You cannot leave. You cannot stay. You have turned this temple into a battlefield.
No.
That was convincing.
We definitely have not.
I mean,
Tried to use it as a sanctuary.
a man is tied up. I mean, that's it. I guess the guy repeats his wisdom save. Failure. He's still frozen. Grodger, Rainy, Malachi.
I don't know what to do.
It's quite an awkward situation you've created.
No, I'm going to ask him,
He did
is there
ask-
someplace we can leave from?
Yeah.
The door
Besides
that
the
is
front door.
currently barricaded.
Okay, then fine. Shoot. I'm pushing past him and opening the door.
Okay.
Well, you have to. It's like barred. We have to unbar it.
I'm flying there.
Unbar it. You fly towards the door and unbar it.
Uh-huh.
You are greeted with the other honor guard outside.
I don't care.
Okay.
Giga Blast.
Another honor guard?
Yeah, the guy
there
that
were
you
two.
rhymed binding iced. That's not.
Oh, when
doing
you said,
great.
okay, I see. When you said the guy wasn't unfrozen, you're talking about the guy that was being held inside. I see.
Yeah, he's still frozen. All right, what are you doing?
He's still-
You've moved 30
I'm
feet. and
officially
moved
outside?
The doors. You can reasonably get outside. Yes, like just outside,
Okay.
30 feet, I think. Yeah.
I'm putting down another rhymes.
Onto this guy again.
Yeah.
Wisdom save, right? Or con?
No,
What was it?
con.
18.
Shoot, yeah, he just makes it.
Yep.
But he's gonna take damage.
Yep.
Wait, actually no, it was a 19.
Your save is a 19 now.
No, I didn't do this. I didn't do the sorcerer thing. It's a 18. So you take 12 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Little brother is dying in the other room.
That's me right now. I'm currently dying.
He's got walking pneumonia.
That's gross.
Just walking all over the place.
Christopher Walken. All right, one more for good measure. This one will definitely work.
Mm-hmm.
This one will do it. I just need one more turn. It'll totally happen. All right, are you doing anything else?
No, that was if I use telekinetic to try to pull the other guy out of the church.
Was that a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Just leave him. Just leave him alone.
He's tied up.
He's disarmed, tied up, and paralyzed.
Okay.
Just
All right.
leave him
Okay.
alone.
That's fine. Okay.
All right.
Well, to
Lauren,
push the other guy in front of me away.
I mean, technically it's Grouder Rainy, but if you get, I don't know
Well,
what you
I
want.
mean, my
the
bonus
church.
action would have been to push him 5 feet away from us.
Can you push him inside?
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think it means
This guy.
Not that guy.
which guy?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
the
understood.
one who's outside.
All
Yeah,
right, so Grouder can slink out. Understood.
you're right. So there's no opportunity attack.
Correct. All right, Rainy.
Rainey's
Oh,
gonna
God.
pass
gotta get
the
outta
bag
here.
of holding to Faloran and
Yep.
say, "Your stuff's in there," and then run outside.
Yep. All right.
There's freaking weird people in there, man.
Okay. Well,
I'm
now
an
it's
actor.
Lauren.
All right, I'm going to run up just outside,
Yep.
and you're never gonna believe this.
You're gonna see the portal and you're gonna cast a spell.
I have to
right?
upcast at a 4th level, but
Oh,
yes.
God. Poof! It's gone. And the guy goes, "You gotta be kidding me! I'm something! They're gonna kill me!"
Tragically, dispel magic. I don't have it on Rainy.
All right. Well. Cagliari.
I'll scooch out past all of these people.
Okay. Okay.
To
Anything
get-
else?
I'm
free.
I don't think so.
The honor guard is free. Is
for him.
walking out the door and tackling Thaloran. Full tackle. Make a acrobatics or athletics check. He doesn't have his sword anymore.
That's bad.
Well, that's good.
I got
Is it-
6.
Okay, my 11 wins. All right, and now let's
We'll
see.
take him with us to the Feywild or wherever. we go. Hey,
Okay.
wait, is he out of the rope?
Oh. Well. Okay. Well, he knocks you over, but okay. I guess that's about it.
Do you just like an
Yeah, okay.
armless,
You
limp
don't
guy?
even got no arms. All right.
falling
The other
on
guy
me?
uses the help action to cut him out, not pick you up, and then they ready themselves. But that's all they can do. Okay. Grouger.
Can you
Grouger.
zoom out?
Yeah. It's a wasteland out here.
When does Sable go?
He hasn't. He's not.
Okay.
I don't feel like micromanaging him. Also, you're
Well,
kind
is
of
he-
fighting in his church, so.
He has to come outside so we can
Yeah,
teleport away.
Maybe he wants to stay.
I mean, maybe,
Who knows?
maybe he just wants to stay, man. I don't know.
Okay, then we'll leave him.
We'll figure out what happens to him when we hear from Brendan. So maybe he comes with you, maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
But we got all our stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Alright, I'm just gonna be ready for when the spell's gonna happen that I'm anticipating happening.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, at this point I'm running off into the city. I'm gonna become like a
Real
Don't
talk.
do that.
urban legend of like a
Real
goblin
talk.
creature.
You just
I know that's right.
full 90.
Not yet, but
Okay. Okay, got it.
this is my plan for the future.
All right. Well, Rainy and Malachi.
I'm just waiting. If everybody's here, I'm plane shifting us.
So you're grabbing everyone and plane shifting away?
Yeah.
Are we waiting for Sable? Is he not coming?
Yes and or no, because I'm not making that decision for Brendan.
When we hear from Brendan, we
So
will decide if he came
maybe
with us or not.
Sable came with you, maybe he didn't. I don't know right
we
now.
should take one of the honor guards with us as a little treat.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I was gonna say if that guy was grappling Thaloran, we just
Okay,
Take
so
him to the Feywild.
what level is the spell you're casting?
I don't know. It's independent, right?
Yes, but I need to know the level. I
I-
think it's
I've never-
Plane shift?
6th or 7th. I think it might be 7th because I think it's the same as teleport. You don't have to enabling creatures. Yeah, it's 7th level. Okay, cool. Now I have to figure out what I'm doing with this because probably gonna just stick to 2014. Blah, blah, blah. Make an ability using a spell. 10 plus the spell's lever, so DC 17. That is a nat S4E23, the honor guard with a sword counterspells your plane
I'm gonna
shift.
counterspell that.
Counterspelling the counterspell. Okay, well,
What level was the counterspell
it
cast
was
at?
3rd level.
What, 13?
No. If the spell is 3rd level or lower, it fails immediately.
Oh, well, bet. Bye.
You can do that? You can counterspell someone counterspelling you while you're casting a
Yes.
spell?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's mean. Okay, well,
Unless the spell you're casting is a reaction already,
nah,
which it's not.
nah. Okay, fair play. You plane shift. What plane are you shifting to?
Oh, the only one we know.
The only one we know.
Bucky's.
Well, okay, you probably don't have this ready, but what if I
In the
went?
middle of the ocean.
What if I went to
can go to
the
whatever
realm of Bahamut?
Go to, that's not a plane that you know how to get to.
I don't know what I know.
I'm literally God in
literally
this
the
world.
guy.
That's what I'm saying. You tell me what I know. If I don't know how to get there, then I
You
won't
said
go
you
there.
didn't know.
So,
Let me
what
read
about?
the description. Hold on. You can specify. Oh, I didn't know this. You can specify a target destination in general terms, such as the City of Brass on the Elemental Plane of Fire or the Palace of Dispatter on the 2nd level of 9th Hells, and you appear near that destination. It's pretty wild. You can
Oh,
go
so
to
we can go somewhere that
you
we
could go to
know in the
Dumbledon's.
Feywild.
Yeah,
Okay,
Or the archives.
or the archives.
archives. Oh, hold on.
Do we still have people in the archives?
No,
I'm just afraid. It says close.
correct.
If we don't get in, we're screwed. The elves are on high alert looking for us. Let's go to Dumbledon's.
Wow, what a turn of events. All right. I wonder where that map is. Let's find out. We would be on
I think
part
we're pretty close.
3.
If Lucine, I think Lucine's pretty close to where that thing was.
Let's just check this. I don't think that's correct. We're not gonna.
No, you're right. Because if it's
Let's
up
just see
in,
what
it's
this
up
is.
in like the water.
Dumbledon's is in just a little pocket. Well, this is the old one.
I
This
think
is
we're
the
further
redone
from
name
Dumbledone's
here.
than we are from the archives.
This is irrelevant. So it might be after this. Not that it really matters that much. I would prefer to just have it. Because I know I redid the full scale version later. Like maybe here.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Dumbledone's is like a mile from Lucine.
Oh, this is funny. I'm just gonna use this for now. Don't need this. Don't need this. Yeah, this is good enough. Get rid of all these losers. And
Oh, is he gonna be mad?
guys. Da-da-da-da. Hey, look, this
He
guy.
might be
This
mad.
guy gets to stay. We blow up all of these people. This guy technically gets to stay, but not really.
You're gonna have to
let's go-
replace him
let's
anyway.
go
May as well
these.
get rid of him.
I am. So who actually gets to stay? Hey, is that Robin? Look at that. Poof! Here comes one. Poof! Here comes. Oh, he's big.
Halloween. Oh, I'm huge.
He was portal sized. He was dispel magic portal sized.
I'm huge.
Roger.
I'm blowing up.
Cagliari. Am I stupid? Yeah, because a
Rainy.
player has a second character. That's why I can't think of it. I'm like, that's everybody who's in the call.
Hey, I didn't plan to do combat with two characters.
But it happened. Here we are. You awake in Dumbledone's field, and very quickly,
The robot.
one of his sentries comes to shoo you away like you're a pair of birds, and he begins flapping his arms for you to get out of the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rush to get out of the field.
All right,
Yeah, same.
Rush to get out of the field. All right. Upon exiting
the
the
group.
field, the sentry stops with his amulet, and then returns to his duties along the path.
Wow.
Well, welcome to
I need-
Dumbledon's.
Malik, I
Were
need
you
a nap.
safe?
Huh?
I
I
think
need a freaking nap.
I think
gonna
next
ask
time
the
we
Lord.
should definitely plan the way out too.
Is Vitress gonna
Just
be
saying.
mad?
Probably.
I don't
No.
remember the terms we left him on.
There
What did he
was
like the most?
Pretty simple. Malachi said he promised he would be back, and he's back.
I gave him something he desperately wanted: access to the
Mm-hmm.
archives.
He hasn't been yet, though.
No, but he can get there.
He can now, if you show him the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were gonna show him.
You said you promised you'd come back. And, well,
Mhm.
here you are. Perhaps not under the best circumstances, but here you are.
I'm gonna put my
Maybe
stuff on.
Sable. Yeah, that's probably wise, Mr. 12AC.
20. How I miss you.
Alright, well, we're at the 2-hour mark. Yay! I'm sick and feel bad. So, we'll deal with the Dumbledon situation next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Woo!
Okay, bye.